happens when somebody decides, hey, I don't want to use bullets anymore, I just want to blow people up? That's a real play style to you. Oh, I got obsidian already. And boom, there it is. The obsidian hatchet. All right, so long as I ended up actually taking the time to edit that intro together, last night I ended up unlocking the obsidian knife or the obsidian axe or whatever, just the obsidian melee weapons at this point. All the melee weapons in the game are done. That's just the knife and the riot shield. Yesterday, as you saw, all I did was just basically run around with the axe / knife and just stabbed people literally the entire time on shipment, just running around. Sometimes EOD, sometimes double time, sometimes I'll use tracker, other times I was using shrapnel, I think. But yeah, anyway, this is the knife here, or axe in this case anyway. And then there's also this axe too. This one looks pretty intimidating, but I mainly ran around with the other one, not the No Masters one, but I did the most recent one, this one, the big, like the lumberjack axe, the obsidian lumberjack. So yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty normal stuff. Apparently there are rumors that actually there's going to be some sort of dual wield weapons that you're using as well, and it's actually kind of unclear if it's actually going to be just a part of these melee weapons, or if it will be somehow be a completely separate weapon with its own camo challenges. Who knows? But I doubt it. I feel like they're just all like variants of the knife in general, just because of the way that they've done the axes. It would seem a little bit weird to me, because clearly an axe is very different from how a dagger or a knife works. And if they're going to be bringing dual wielding blades like the one dude's Ronin's execution thing, if it's anything like that, I just imagine that they would be melee weapons similar to this. So technically, once those come out, I should actually have the obsidian blades. So that would be pretty fucking cool. Next, I've been using the Magnum just because it's just kind of fun to run around with a weapon that one-shots people. Obviously, I just ran around in hardcore or whatever. A lot of people assumed in hardcore that I was always using the snake shots or whatever. I'm just running around with, hold on. I'm just literally running around with this little setup here. I got the default barrel. I don't need the mini reflex on there, but I just put it on there because whatever. I could take it off, just put like, you know, a compensator on or whatever, but it doesn't really matter. I just use whatever. I do attack laser to ADS fast, stipple grip tape to ADS fast, lightweight to spam, sleight of hand to just reload faster. This just makes it really fast, and since it's hardcore, I don't really need to worry about damage or anything over distances. Since I'm not using snake shot, again, I don't have to worry about it. I'm just gonna end up one-shotting people regardless of the distance. So last night I got a taste of Minecraft Dungeons. I had to get off because I decided to try and play it around like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I started getting that feeling. Every gamer knows that feeling of when you start playing a game and you go, oh god, I can lose a lot of time doing this. It doesn't actually have that much content in total, like as far as like the actual maps and stuff, but there are a lot of hidden things within each of those levels and maps, and then multiple difficulties to each of those levels and maps in order to get different weapons and item levels, which also results in you getting even higher levels and item levels. It makes you want to grind it. I know some people call it like casual Diablo or whatever. I mean, I just really like the idea of playing a Diablo-esque game. Path of Exile, anything that's similar to those kinds of games, those are fun. The last time I played Diablo, I was playing Diablo 3 earlier into its life cycle, and I built some sort of Archon build or Arcanist build or some shit like that. I basically had some ability that recharged all of my special abilities that I was using to damage people, and more damage that I did with that ability, it recharged the same ability. So the entire build was just based around me just getting rid of that cooldown, basically. And all I did was basically run around and fucking laser beam every single thing, and then they ended up nerfing it, and then I stopped playing completely. I just never came back to it. I didn't feel like trying to figure out another build and everything. I felt like I was useless before that, and then I finally got a build which is obviously, admittedly, very, very cheesy. That's kind of part of the fun, the theory crafting, the, you know, different combinations of shit that you can do. There's actually a pretty healthy amount of it in this Minecraft game, even on just release. There's a lot of interesting combinations that you can use with different weapons and enchantments and things like that. All of it is basically effects, and there's no preset class. Like, you're not stuck doing anything. You can swap on the fly to something else. So you can build multiple ways to deal with multiple situations. I like, to be fair, if I were to be using an actual, like, snake shot and shit, this guy is just so brain dead. I'm definitely better with the Desert Eagle over the Magnum, but it's for a multitude of reasons. Like, look at this fucking guy. A real breathing human being that plays this way. It's disgusting. There are people that literally spawn and just lay down and wait. It's just so disgusting. These guys, the way that they play, there's always 2 people that are sitting in corners, so even when they get a designated spawn, that spawn, you have to deal with it every single time. Meanwhile, the other people that are spawned on the opposite side that are deciding to move are shooting you in the back now.
What The fuck is that spawn?
That's a good question. Everybody asks the same shit. Everybody benefits from the dog shit spawns on here, but that's exactly what they are. Dog shit. Dude, once I swap to the shotguns too, it's gonna be easy peasy. These things are gonna have range like no other. And hardcore, the range on these things, they're like no other, man. Shotguns are gonna be easy as fuck. All the secondaries easy as fuck. I mean, I just figured it would be great if I went and did for, you know, all of these things while I could. While I have a hardcore shipment, I mean. I definitely went negative. That was not a fun lobby. The way that these guys...
Is that the real Jeff?
No, it's not. I'm fake. That fucking TJ guy just lays there on the ground. Just zero brain activity happening. Would actually be pronounced dead if they were to hook him up to end. Zero brain activity. Oh, there goes TJ, thank God. All I had to do was like 5-man him and then he'll leave, good. Downside to using regular bullets is that this gun in general, outside of hardcore anyway, is not good at all unless you have snake shots on it. And after the snake shots got nerfed, it's just kind of, it's pointless. Not absolutely the worst secondary, but definitely not as good as a Desert Eagle and
Make it hard. Good. We will remember.
they don't hit hard at all. It was 75 to 71, man. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop. That's what I've been doing. I honestly don't know if I want to go for another whole mind-numbing session, so I might just pass on it today and probably play some Minecraft or some shit. I got the Obsidian Knife, the Obsidian Riot Shield, Obsidian Desert Eagle, Obsidian MP5, NM4, all of those within the past 4 days, I believe, so yeah, I hate everything.